Good afternoon, everybody. Tammy from Homesteading in the City with Tammy. Today we're in the garden. I'm going to do a September garden tour. If that is something that interests you, stick around. Okay, so before we get started with our garden tour, I just wanted to take a minute to welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time you've been here, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by and watching. If you have been here from the beginning, I really appreciate you coming by each week and watching the new videos I put out. I also appreciate everybody who has subscribed. I've got quite a few new subscribers and I really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. It does benefit me by you subscribing to my YouTube channel. Okay, so let me flip you around and I will start my garden tour. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you was the green stack that I had actually planted in the last garden tour. I put parsley and cilantro, and the only thing that has come up in the pots is the cilantro, which is okay. It needs a haircut, and I probably will do that today or tomorrow and get that cut so that I can preserve that for when I need that. Okay, the parsley in this pot is doing really good. I already gave it one haircut. Does need another haircut, so I will give it another haircut. This will come back again next year, so I'll leave this pot right here and not worry about any of that. That'll come back next year. I'll show you my radishes. And I have some really beautiful tops, but as you can see, there is not a radish in there. They didn't grow. So this is the third time I've done radishes in pots, different places, and I really didn't get anything to come out of it. So I probably will not do radishes in a pot again because they just were not beneficial. Okay, now let's go to the cucumbers. They are doing really well. They're climbing along the fence here really well. They're starting to die off, as you can see. I've gotten a number of cucumbers from them. Oh, there's one I missed. And there's another one I missed. So I've gotten quite a few cucumbers. Actually, you can see I was picking them. Doing really well. Got quite a few cucumbers out of this here, and I think I had 9 plants. So doing really well. Being able to get quite a few. Got a little one there that, oh, somebody pulled it off. I've got critters in here all the time. This one I missed a couple of days ago. Hopefully you don't hear all that pounding. My neighbor must be working on his vehicle or something. Okay, next, tomatoes. They are getting to the point where they are almost done, but look they are still loaded with green tomatoes. All the way out here, we got all kinds of new green tomatoes. Tomatoes are doing really good. All of them are actually. This one, like I said, they're starting to die. They're getting to the end of their life, but they are literally still loaded with green tomatoes. So hopefully I can still get quite a few out of them. Been working pretty good on that. My onions, I believe, are done. They've popped up quite a bit. I just want to make sure that they're not going to start getting the slimy skin on them. So I probably will move those, pull those today and get them out and get them drying so that I can preserve them. Strawberries did wonderful for their season. They do have their little sprouts that are growing. They're runners. I got them in a bucket here trying to get them to grow. They're actually out along the outside of the garden there on that fence, getting roots out there. I'm going to cut my runners and I'm going to plant them in my other green stack right here in this area so that I can have a second set of strawberries. Green beans are actually doing really, really well on my chain link fence there. They are still producing quite a bit, as you can see. Like, there's a green bean right there. They are still just loaded with green beans that I pick every day. So I've been really blessed with green beans just been very prolific with my green beans. The pepper plants, this one is that little one. He has given me 3 big peppers. He's just never really grew very big. This one beside it, same pepper, nice and tall, and it's loaded with peppers that are starting to turn red, so I'm just letting them finish out and turn red for me. My blueberry bushes, they actually did really, really well this year. I ended up getting 2 quarts of blueberries out of these 2 little pots. Second year I've had blueberries, so I was really thrilled to get that many blueberries out of them. Let's go here with this. This is my rhubarb. It's kind of gone to seed, as you can see there, but it's still producing. There's still new sprouts in it all the time. So I've been pulling, as long as they say, as long as you pull the root out and not cut it. So if you just pop it out, well, that broke down there, like that, you pop it out, they will keep producing more all the time. So that's what I've been doing, and it actually is working. I'm getting quite a bit of rhubarb out of there. My my oregano is in desperate need of a haircut. I have been really busy the last couple of days, and it is actually starting to go to seed, so I might cut this down and just get rid of it, because it is actually gone to seed, or just let it go to seed and see if it won't add more plants to it and multiply. The other one over there has not gone to seed, so I probably could get a cutting out of that. My basil is starting to come back up again, so I will definitely get another cutting out of that. I really need to weed my garden. I haven't done any weeding in this raised bed over here. Raspberries just didn't do all that well. I bought 6 plants. 4 of them were fully alive and ended up dying. Only 2 of them are actually still alive. This one actually does have some flowers on it, so I might get a couple of pieces of raspberry this year. But I just really had no good luck with them coming from, I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. And my blackberry bush, as you can see, is nice and big, doing really well. I trimmed it back, and it like bushed out like a tree. My watermelon just did okay. I have watermelon on there. They're just not getting any bigger. This one is the biggest one I have now. I had one that was bigger than that, bigger than a softball. I cut it. It was sweet. I watered it every day. I don't know why. They just did not really take off, but they didn't. So I probably won't do watermelon again unless I put them in the ground. I won't put them in a pot. Although I did have a hard time in the beginning with the little chipmunks getting into my watermelon, but they haven't seemed to bother it since then, but maybe I got rid of them. This pepper plant, as you can see, has got all the orange peppers on it. These ones, I have 2 of these. These are loaded with little tiny orange peppers, little sweet peppers that you like get in the grocery store with the multicolors. That's what these are. Very prolific. I have a ton of them in these 2 plants. Doing wonderful. Okay, more tomatoes, still red in there, doing great. Letting my cilantro that came back up and I didn't get to it go to seed. Hopefully I'll get the seeds out of that. These pots of basil are doing really good. I'll be able to get another harvest out of them. Also these parsley ones are starting to do pretty good. I was actually over to the hardware or the home store, and they had some clearance raspberries, so I grabbed those. Hopefully they will do okay when I put them in the ground. I got to get them, clean my bed out and get them put in this weekend. Carrots actually did really well in the pot. I pulled some already, but as you can see, there's quite a few carrots down in there. So the carrots actually did pretty good in the pot. I probably will do them again in the pot. They're nice and straight, long carrots. So that actually was a good thing that I was able to do. And then I have these two green peppers, just green. The other big peppers are red. And again, quite a few peppers on these that are growing. Down here I got 2 or 3. Just really growing good. Got tons more flowers on them, so I'm going to be getting more peppers yet. Peppers will go through to almost frost before I have to pull them, so I can still get quite a few peppers out of these pepper plants. So that is it for the garden tour. Well, everybody, that was it for the garden tour. I hope you enjoyed it. My garden is actually doing really, really well this year. I am pleased with the growth of the garden and happy that I didn't have all those weeds with using the weed fabric. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider doing so. It does benefit me by you subscribing to my YouTube channel. And also, click the notifications and the thumbs up and comment down below. I would love to hear from you. And I hope you have a good day. Thanks. Bye.